Welcome back to the ToolScouter shop. We've got another fun little interesting tool for today, and I wanted to know if you have any idea what this is. It's looks like a key ring with these little pins on it. Well, let's bring you down here on the bench and give you a little closer look at it. Well, what do you think? Any idea what that is? Pivots. If you think you know what this is, pause the video here and see if you have a good guess or not. If you would like, does this help you? Or does this help you? Those are items that you would use with this tool. So pause the video and let me know what you think. So let's see if you knew what this was. These are both items that belong to my grandfather. This is a little stone, a very fine stone, and these are called needles. And they're actually gold testing needles. And these are needles in order to test the quality of gold. And I'm not going to use this one that belonged to my grandfather. I bought a kit to use that didn't come with these needles. It's just a chemical kit, but you can use the needles with it. And I thought I would do my best to demonstrate this. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have these chemicals, these acids, I should say. And I think it's this first one here. Yes, this is an acid neutralizer, and that's what we need to clean the stone with to get started so that we don't have any cross-contamination between the different acids. All right, what we have here, this is a silver testing solution, and it works a little different than the gold. You actually place it on the item and it turns color depending on what kind of, you can even test if things are nickel or tin and things like that. So I'm not going to use that today, might mess with that some other time, but I'm going to set that aside. What I'm going to do is use this 18 karat and this 14 karat. Before we even get started, I want to neutralize and want to clean off the stone that we're going to use. So let's put this down here and put some neutralizing solution on there. Clean this off so it's all ready to go here in a minute when we go to test our ring here. All right. Now this ring was my grandfather's, and it is labeled right in there, if you can see it, 14 karat. And that's why I've got the 18 karat out here, because what I'm going to do is we're going to test this for the 14 karat, but then I want to show you when it's incorrect, when something is not marked correctly, or if we want to make sure that it's the right, what happens when it's not matching. And that is, we're going to use this 18 karat. So the idea here is to take your item, and it looks like this has, I don't know if it's got some white gold splashed in there, or if that's just some embellishments that have been put in there and it's all the same. I'm going to try to get here on this in-between part. And this is supposed to be such a fine stone that it really will not hurt the jewelry. So just take this and make a mark here, back and forth on the stone. And there's our mark, and it should not have harmed the jewelry at all. Now this claims to be 14 karat, and I don't doubt that, but then what we have to do is look for the needle that corresponds to that. That one there says 18, and then of course the next one would be 16, and there is our 14. So I'm going to take our 14, and I also want to test, did we have, yeah, there's the 18, which would match this one here. So first I want to take the 14, and I want to put the 14 on this side, on this right side here, and you make your mark with the 14. Then let's find our 18. There it is. Let's take our 18 and mark it over here. There we go. So you can see, hopefully you can see those lines rather clearly. Now I want to take the 14 karat, which is what this is to match. We're going to take this acid, and I want to put just a drop on the jewelry item, and one, looks like you just got a drop right there. One right there on our scratch piece. And I guess I'll go ahead. Just remember, this is all the 14 karat. Put one right on our 18 karat. Now at the bottom of that, I'm going to put a drop of our 18 karat. This one should match. This is not matching. And then this one is not matching. So let's wait just a little while here and see what happens. All right, I'm hoping you can see this, what's happening here. Remember, all of this up here at the top is the 14 karat, and you can see it's smoking, but the line is not, we're not losing the line right there on our test scratch that we had from the ring, and we're not losing the line here, and we're not losing it here. But look down here at the 18 karat on this 14 karat, and it is dissolving. It's dissolving that line. So the line is disappearing on the lower half, but not the upper half. So we can tell that we have a match on our piece that we were testing. So this is the 14 karat, and this is the 14 karat, and they're good, but you can tell that 18 karat is dissolving this down here at the bottom, and so you know it's a lower karat than what this test acid is for. So I just thought this was kind of neat. Because this is a higher karat, this line, the 14 karat, is not dissolving it, and of course it matches, this acid matches that acid. Now what I'm concerned about here, and I want to put some neutralizer on pretty quick, this, I don't want this to, in fact this is already combining, which is the 14 and the 18 karat fluid, so I want to kind of clean this off, but it shows that these match. So this is verified that it's a 14 karat 14 karat gold ring. So guys, did you figure this out? Did you know what this was? To tell you God honest truth, I did not know what this was at first. I thought it was some kind of feeler gauges, and I hadn't looked into it a whole lot. I had just kind of set it aside, and I was going through my dictionary of American tools, and I was looking at some other tool, and right there it was on the other page what this thing was, and I was able to look it up and learn some more about it. So these are gold testing needles. That's what they're called, gold testing needles. And they said it's more important when you're testing down in the really, really low parts, like the 4 and the 6. There's a 4, a 6, and an 8. And so they say that's when these are the most important. The higher ones, like what we were doing, probably just do with the acid. You wouldn't necessarily need the needles, but I just thought it was really cool. Didn't even know what I had. And here we are with something new. I learned something new. I hope it was entertaining to you. So everybody, if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed learning about this little tool, I hope you'll give us a thumbs up. If you know somebody that might like this content, please send them the link. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. We do have something to celebrate at this time of the making of this video, and that is that we've got 3,000 subscribers. We've hit that benchmark, and it's great to be there, and I'm glad to be able to share this kind of thing with you, and I so appreciate you sharing it with me. So we're looking at trying to grow the channel. I will be making an announcement later on in another video. I've got some tools here that I'm going to be cleaning up, and one of them in particular I'm going to set up as a drawing, but that will be for the 4,000 subscriber mark. My goal right now is by the end of 2024, depending on when it is that you're watching this video, but at 2024, the end of December, December 31st, 2024, to have 4,000 subscribers. And at that point, we'll do a drawing. As soon as we reach that benchmark, we'll do a drawing for this tool. So keep an eye out for that. I'll make that announcement and then make a video specifically about the drawing. But for right now, thanks so much for stopping by. Here's to you. Have a great day. God bless.